Good morning, this is Dustin with Orlando Painters. I'm here at the Minute Maid Research and Development Center in Apopka, Florida. This is owned by Coca-Cola. And we just finished painting the entire exterior of all their buildings here. And we painted the Coca-Cola plant next door. I'm just coming here right now to pick up one of my trailers and do my final walkthrough. They kept the same color on the body. They changed out this that flashing on the building to a color called green black. It's actually a Minute Maid color. It was red before, like Coca-Cola red. This building's in pretty good shape here. But these buildings are really old. There was tons and tons of flaking paint and peeling paint and real chalky. I guess the last contractor they hired to paint this building they were really upset with. I guess they end up using real cheap paint. They didn't pressure wash. They painted over a chalky surface. We were here pressure washing and just sheets were coming off. Sheets of paint were coming off the wall and you could rub your hand across it and your hand was completely full of chalk. Then they sprayed everything out here and got overspray on everybody's car out here, even next door at the Coca-Cola plant. It traveled next door and got tons and tons of cars. So this entire plant was brush and rolled. The only thing sprayed on these buildings at all were like roll-up garage doors and entry slab doors, and maybe some like piping or conduit or something, so it didn't leave texture all over it. But we'd like to thank Coca-Cola for all the business they gave us this month. We painted all the Minute Maid buildings and the huge Coca-Cola plant next door. This building was in really bad shape. You can see all the layers of paint that were on here. This one here was really bad. It's got like different texture all over it. Sheets of paint were coming off. You can see like that area right there, that's all peeling paint. You can kind of see that weird textured area. Underneath all this, you peel it all away, you know, you pressure wash it and it flies, all sheets of paint are flying off and you're scraping it. It's got like a texture on the block underneath, so it's kind of a real weird finish. But they're just layers and layers and layers of paint on this building. I think they were built like in the 70s or something. But there was just tons of prep work on this. All the windows are plastic off. It looks nice and uniform now. You can see the sides of these. Looks like a totally different place from when we first started. Quite a few different buildings here. A lot of little alleyways and stuff. This is all Sherwin-Williams paint. I'm not sure what they used last time. So it was, yeah, the last painting contractor really sure made things difficult for us, and cleaning all this peel and paint up off the ground and Lots of rust, lots of cracks. That's the big plant. We painted all that earlier this month. We did this plant and this plant here in December. So it was a nice nice month of December. It ranged from like 9 to 13 guys on both of these buildings. Usually we had about 13 on that plant there, maybe 14. And then I sent, you know, a few of them, 3 or 4 of them, over to another project to meet up with some of the other guys. And I had always had 9 or 10 guys on this project here. And this is just a bunch of little buildings, maybe 50-60,000 square feet of building. And then that plant there, that plant as well, was all brushed and rolled. All the buildings in the back, all that building that you see right there. When we did that project there, we weren't allowed to take any videos or any pictures of that project whatsoever. We weren't allowed to have telephones on our person, cameras, Bluetooth, nothing electronic was allowed while we were doing that project there. It's an extremely secure plant, and it's a great project to show what we did over there, but we had to you know, obey their wishes. No videos or no pictures while we were working on that property over there. And it's a big plant. We finished that plant in about, I think we did that whole entire plant in 2.5 weeks. And then we came over and jumped on this one here. A couple other little projects in between, but we finished that plant and this plant in the month of December. I had a December 31st deadline, and we beat it by 2 days. So everybody's extremely happy. I'd like to thank Coca-Cola for all the business we do. Work at their other Orlando plant as well, and this is here in Apopka. We really appreciate all the business they have given us through the years. Everything came out fantastic. Everybody's super happy. I know they had a real bad taste in their mouth about the last painting contractor that was out here. I don't know who it was, but they just, like I said, they had overspray on everything out here. All the handrails, all this fencing even has, if you see up close, I don't know if you can see it or not, but all this fencing all the way down, all the way around, all of that over there, all has overspray on it. All the cars got hit over there, all the cars over here got hit, even though this is empty right now. It's New Year's Eve day, so everybody's kind of out of the office today. But usually both parking lots are completely jam-packed full of cars, and they got overspray on everything. Now when we're doing projects this large, I mean, spraying and back roll is the norm. But when you have you know, all these cars in the parking lot, it's really tough to do that. But again, this is Dustin with Orlando Painters, www.orlandopainters.net. Again, we'd like to thank Coca-Cola for the business. We can't thank you enough. Guys are off to, it's a little chilly today, it's in the 40s I think this morning. We got the guys out starting another commercial project, and I have our residential crews out too. You can see those little blotchy marks. That's just the texture on the building from where the paint peeled away. And getting some other work done over there. But again, thanks for watching the short video. Happy New Year, everyone. This is Dustin with Orlando Painters. 407-267-5886. Thank you and have a Happy New Year. Be safe.